The offensive line here opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And there's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895. But you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split East and West. It became a battle about who would represent the West, the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on, it's a game we all point to before the season even starts.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Well, the last meeting, one of those moments that LSU fans will never forget. The Tigers pulling out a nail-biter over the tie.
Yeah, I think last time they met, LSU might have surprised Alabama. Alabama was embarrassed to lose that football game. They've had a chance to be able to get their team ready and get them more focused this time around.
Using his legs, it's Hawkins. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Chris, I know we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
They'll hand it off. He's found some room at the 45. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Nice grab. It's Douglas. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. An explosive play. Big gain. Spotted down near the 37.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Ball handed off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against the deep ball and man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Look at this, he'll go deep again. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the right side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Looking for 6. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. Right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Incompletion makes it second down. Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Looking to scramble now. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
On the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Contact in the neutral zone leads to the penalty. That's good news for the offense. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up the first down.
LSU now operating in the red zone.
42 Spider. 4-2. Alert, alert.
Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Sticking with the running game. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Try and muscle for the first down. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Mancuso. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
The ball is picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? On the run, it's Hawkins. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a 1st down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Now it's 2nd down here. On the run, it's Hawkins. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice, solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
And the field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tried to make something happen on the return and steps out at the 23. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made after the completion. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding.
It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. So the 2-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Can he take it all the way? At the 20. It's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense.
42, Spider.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
He's brought down at the 19-yard line. Second down.
Got it.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Come on, set. Arrow. Go.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught near the goal line. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand.
Okay,
First and goal now, a chance to claim even more momentum before the halftime break. They'll try to run this one in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal.
Lasso.
They'll try the option play here. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. With the catch, it's Mancuso. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Catch is made way down inside the 30. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
So the offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
We're going to score. They'll run it to the left side. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
This defense is hanging tough. Can they punch it in from the 3 on 3rd and goal? On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, they come up short of the goal line, but you still got to consider going for it here. You could try to punch it in, try to be physical from the 2, but I'm sure they got a handful of 2-point conversion plays that they could use here to dial it up. Let's see what they decide to go for.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown continues. And momentum really building now. Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Trying to find room. It's Shaw. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Contact as he threw it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Here comes a handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
There's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
A gain sets up a third down play. Movement at the second level of the defense now. We'll try to run it with the option. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And this one is getting ugly. And it's the Bayou Bengals pouring it on, beginning to pull away, and those LSU fans really beginning to party now, Kurt.
Yeah, LSU is having a lot of fun with this. Anytime they beat Alabama, they're always happy. But to be pulling away and almost starting to embarrass them, that's a special day for the LSU faithful.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They stop him right at the 24.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
6-9-1, Gator score. Spire.
Handoff to the back. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
It's third down for the offense.
Flare. Flare. Convoy.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Receiver trying to make the yardage, takes it on a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Costly holding penalty there, backs him up 10 yards. Crucial third down play right here. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught quickly. Can he reach the end zone? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's up and good.
The kick is good. That makes the score LSU 32.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Number 18, set to kick off.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over.
LSU Tigers will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground here. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. It's a fumble. The defense recovers the fumble. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. 1st down, looking to throw the football. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. The quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here's that defense shifting again. Using his legs. It's Willihan. Using a strong stiff arm. And that stiff arm will help earn him the 1st down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, LSU. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. So quickly all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a short completion of the tight end. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch is made down the middle. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking for the wideout. It's caught downfield. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
QB to the tight end for a completion. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
And there's the tight end. I've been waiting to see him make a play, and this defense has done such a good job of eliminating him from being a factor in the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead. He finally makes an appearance for his first catch.
Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Breaks loose at the 40. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield to spot it at the 38. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Here's the option play. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Powerful running here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
On the set.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now.
Slap.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
42 Spider.
Gonna run it. It's Willingham. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Ready.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
Ready, break. Lasso.
Give it to the back again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
They'll run it here. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman.
Man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You think you've got them right where you want them on third and long, and you give up a run play for a first down. The offense makes you pay for assuming the pass and bailing out too quick in coverage.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights.